Hey guys, I'm Red, and what are we doing this week? Well, this week we're going to be adding all of these minifigures, or most of them at least, to the Lego City over by our Sanctum Sanctorum. We do have a thought with Spider-Man that we'll cover later. We're going to try and tile the Sanctum off, and obviously this isn't enough, so we'll just do what we can. We'll add all these different outside decorations. The two trees obviously need to go out. Maybe we'll add some more stoplights and different details like that. But yeah, there's kind of the foundation of what we're gonna work with. And since this is not enough pieces obviously to tile off that whole area, once I run out of parts, if we still have time, we're gonna add this. And this is from the 2012 Daily Bugle set. I know I have the rest of these J. Jonah Jameson stickers. I just have to find them. But when we do, we're going to add them to the Bugle and just even more screens over there. Now, when it comes to the Spider-Men, I like having everybody in the city, but we have a lot of Spider people. Like we have Miles and Gwen and Goblin, obviously, but when it's two red and blue Spideys, I don't really know how I feel about that. Like live action, great. That one's cool. And like so is the comic one. But I just don't know how I feel about putting them right next to each other. I mean, I guess I had this one hidden before, so like we wouldn't really see him anyway. But still, I don't really know. Because the Spidey that came in the Bugle, he was kind of tucked away back there on the Bugle's balcony. So yeah, normally we wouldn't see him at all. So I feel like it should be fine. So I think just as long as we keep the two Spider-Men separate, we should be just fine. And we'll be able to add our 3 minifigures from Infinity War all together. Starting off with the sidewalk, I just added this one wide tile here that just goes all the way around to give us a border between the road and the sidewalk, so we know which is which. All right, so I ran out of tiles already. Yeah, this is all I could do. But we do have some spots for minifigures, so that's okay. And I added the superhero fire hydrant piece. I added the trees and the outside cauldrons. Of course, we needed the Law Times newspaper thing. So yeah, we're making good progress here. All right, so I just had to add some minifigures to give the city a little bit more life. So starting off over here, we have a policeman walking into a very interesting scene. Here's Ebony Maw trying to shoot Tony Stark with his metal thing, and backing up Iron Man is Spider-Man. So I have a little Infinity War scene going on there. On the front side here, we have the Scarlet Witch trying to get in the Sanctum, but is being stopped by Wong and Mordo. And lastly, on the roof is Doctor Strange fighting off his different variants. He already got to one, but that other one's going to be an issue. So I did make some slight changes to our minifigure layout. Blade is now going after the Green Goblin. I upgraded the Scarlet Witch minifigure to be the one from Marvel Series 1, so figure's a lot better now. Got the Series 24 newspaper boy. He will be handing out papers, I just gotta find his paper. Black Cat had just made a successful robbery. She stole the diamond, now she's hiding up on the jazz club. And Porky and Petunia Pig are on a date instead of the cop and Spider-Ham, so I think that's a lot better. Alright, so another quick update really quick. We have White Vision flying after Mordo, because I guess the Scarlet Witch took control of him or something. I don't know, but it looks cool. And then I have connected the Daily Bugle crosswalk to the Jazz Club and the Lego store. So now everything is officially connected. Nothing is loose. He said I know of, I think. No, so everything's all good. It's all connected. And then our last little thing, we have this lady from the moving truck, and she's struggling to carry that box all the way to the Jazz Club. And I feel like that might be an illegal technique because it felt like I had to pop out her arm just the slightest bit to get her to carry it like that. So hopefully there's not too much stress on her arm. And I did forget we added this spider cyborg guy, but that's not permanent, so I didn't really want to highlight him, but I feel like we should anyway. Then I was able to add more dark gray tile to the sidewalk, but obviously that's not interesting because I only added like 5, so it's still incomplete. And also I did add more tile to the Lego store up on this part here, and it is also incomplete, so I didn't end up showing that. So after placing those 2 items, I think it looks pretty good. Obviously it looked better if I had all the stickers, but that is just gonna do for now. And then I did switch up the minifigures just a little bit. Daredevil is no longer on the sign, he's now running into the Bugle with the Punisher, and Aunt May is actually running towards the Bugle because she has to go see Spider-Man, because of course she does. So I think that will do it for this week's episode of building a city in Lego, and I really like the progress we have so far. These 2 planters just need a little more green in there, and then obviously the sanctum needs more dark gray tile, which we'll figure that out later. But in the next episode we will fill up this base plate with a new modular building. I don't have any more roads left, so we can't do any of that yet, but this will get filled and we'll finally have somewhere to eat in our Lego city. If you enjoyed this week's episode, remember, hit like, subscribe, it's easy, it's free, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see in our city, and yeah, that's about it.